Good morning. Getting set up. All right. Let's see if I can get these working. Oh, and then okay, cool. Perfect. Right. Give it another minute before we get started. Good morning. Good morning. Awesome. All right, let's see. I need to do this. All right. Participants. Boom. All right, close. Going on back. Cool. Did it. Done. Perfect. All right. We have a couple more seconds before we'll get started for our Sunday Vinyasa flow. We'll keep it prompt and on time. So as always, if you're new, my name is Erin and this is Vinyasa flow. So we'll go through the beginning and the end of the practice, that yin style, very focused around slower movements and deeper stretching. And then that middle of the class is the work. So mindfulness in your own body, every day is different, and we will just kind of flow together. So nothing wild or crazy that I can think of, but it'll always be fun. So when you're ready, let's go ahead, come on to your mat. If you're not already there, at the front edge of your mat, we'll start coming into child's pose. So knees as wide as the mat, your big toes come together. So again, arms nice and long out in front. Always the option to have your arms behind you if you need that upper back release or the low back release, and then forehead down to the mat today. So it's coming into the space, allowing your breath to release some of that tension in the body this morning. Starting to release the noise in the mind with each exhale. We just take these first few moments of our practice, again, getting set into the space, finding your intention for your class. What is it that you need today? Is it just movement? Is it connecting to your breath? Is it helping to quiet the mind? But we'll start here with 3 rounds of our community breath. We begin with an exhale, empty your lungs. Get a deep inhale through your nose, fill the breath, fill the lungs, and create a long, gentle sigh out the mouth. Release, let it go. 2 more times just like that. Deep breath in through the nose, fill up the lungs. Long, gentle sigh out the mouth, release. And final time here, deep inhale. Long, gentle exhale. And then slowly come back to your breath. Feel the rise, the fall. Taking a more active child's pose, press into your fingertips or your palms, and with your next exhale, guide your sit bones closer towards your heels. We'll stay here for another moment, another breath. And then starting to get into your side body, staying in child's pose. We'll just walk those hands over to the right side, right corner of your mat. Forehead still working its way down to the floor. Option across that left hand over your right. We're working our left hip back towards our left heel. We stay here for a breath. On your next inhale, come back to center, lengthen, and then come over to that left side, left corner of your mat. Stay here for a moment. Option across that right hand over your left. Work that right hip back towards your right heel. We stay another moment here. And with your next breath, come back to center. Take one more round of breath in your child's pose, and on your inhale, bring yourselves up to your tabletop, going right into some movement for you. So swaying your hips, releasing some tension in your neck, maybe straightening one leg and then the other behind you, stacking your hips this morning. Where do you feel that tension? Where do we need to shake it out? And then bring some stillness back to your body, coming back to tabletop. Wrists are in line with your shoulders. We're spreading those fingers wide. Our palms are planted on the mat. Tops of the feet are flat behind us. We're gazing down at the floor. We'll flow through cat-cow. On your next exhale, start to round the spine. Press the palms to the mat. We're looking towards the belly. And on your inhale, come through, gaze up, open the heart, shoulder blades pull back. Again, exhale, round the spine, cat pose. And your inhale, come back through, gaze up. We'll go one more time just like that. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And then bring yourselves back to center. Again, any little bit of movement you need, take it. And then bring it back to stillness. We'll work on that opposite foot and opposite hand extension when you are ready. Extend your right hand forward, or left hand forward, your right foot back. Now, as you're here, those back toes can stay on the mat, or we're gonna lift the toes off the floor, working on balance. So your gaze is down at the floor. We're pressing our navel into our spine. Nice control here, working on that core. You're welcome to stay, or you work a little bit harder. Exhale, elbow to knee, we crunch it in. And inhale, lengthen it back out. Let's go 3 more. Exhale and inhale. 2, exhale and inhale. 1, exhale and inhale, lengthen, hold it here. Start to bend your back knee, heeling towards the glute. Right hand, can it come around and create a connection, or sorry, left hand, with your ankle, your foot, your calf, your pants. If you've grabbed the foot, start to kick your foot into your hand, reach it up to the sky. We stay for another breath. Exhale, release, lengthen, lower the palm, lower the knees, sway those hips, release some tension, and then bring that stillness back to the body. Return to tabletop. We'll do the opposite side. When you're ready, right hand forward, left foot extends behind you, toes stay on the mat, or we lift the toes up. We're gazing down at the floor, stay here, or on your exhale, elbow to knee, crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen. Let's go for 3, exhale. And inhale, 2, exhale. And inhale, 1, exhale. Inhale, lengthen, hold it. If you can, bend that back knee, heeling towards the glute. Right hand comes around, create your connection with your foot, your ankle, your pants. Kick your foot into your hand. Let's stay here, another round of breath. And then exhale, release, lengthen. Lower the palm, lower the knee. Take one more, a little bit of movement for you. And bring that stillness back to tabletop. We're going to our downward facing dog, returning to cat-cow. On your exhale, round your spine, return to cat. On your inhale, come through, gaze up to cow. And on this exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, up and back, downward facing dog. Go into movement here. Pedal those legs out for a second. Bending one knee and the other. Shake your head, yes and no. Take a leg to the sky if it's calling your name. Even the body out and reach the other foot high. Options are yours. And then start to find that stillness, that power, that control in your downward facing dog. So let's take a moment to get set up. Spreading those fingers again wide onto the mat. Palms planted. Hips are lifting. Our ears are in between the arms. We're gazing towards the knees here. Heels dropping down to the floor. Deep V shape with that body. Hold it here. We're working through down dog body waves this morning. So if you'd like, you're welcome to stay in down dog. You can come to tabletop if you need a breather. Otherwise, see if you can move with me. Inhale, come forward to a high plank. On your exhale, bend your knees, sink your hips back towards your heels. Your knees may touch the mat or they hover. And then inhale, hips back to the sky. Let's do that again. Come forward, high plank. Exhale, knees towards the mat, hips sink back. Inhale, hips back to the sky. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, bend those knees, sink those hips back. Slowly lift the hips to the sky. And 1 more time, high plank. Bend those knees, sink the hips back. Lift the hips to the sky, shake it out. Awesome, find that stillness again in your downward facing dog. Take a breath. On your next exhale, we'll walk our hands towards the back edge of your mat, towards the feet here. So as you do this, see if you can do it without bending your knees. But if you need to, go for it. It's no big deal. Just a little self-challenge. Once you come to that first forward fold of the morning, again, movement here, pedal out the legs. Take ragdoll if that feels good to you for your low back, that gentle sway side to side. And then come back to center into your forward fold. Let's take a gentle twist. Bend into your right knee. Right hand onto the mat, reach your left hand to the sky. So if those right fingertips aren't meeting the floor today, you can rest your hand on your shin, you can grab a block or books, but otherwise, right knee bent, left leg is straight, left hand to the sky. Option to bend your left elbow, bringing that hand towards your low back, deepening the twist in the upper body, and then you can gaze up and over the left shoulder, twist into the neck. We're gonna stay for another breath. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, come back to your forward fold. Let's go to the other side. Bend into your left knee, left hand onto the mat. Inhale, right hand to the sky. So again, we're stretching the outside of that right leg. Stay. Option to drop that right hand towards your low back. Look up and over that right shoulder if that feels okay to you. Another round of breath. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, fold. Let's find our halfway lift. Your inhale, hands come up. Maybe resting on your shins today. Maybe above your knees, a little bit more support. Or fingertips hovering or barely touching the floor. But wherever you are, shoulders away from those ears. Navel into spine. Sit bones lifting. We're gazing down at the floor. Nice long spine, long back. Stay for another breath. Exhale, go deep into your forward fold. On your next inhale, slowly start to make your way to standing. We'll begin to reach those arms up and overhead, slight back bend if that feels good to you. We bring our palms to touch. We bring our hands to our heart, and we take a breath here. Bring awareness in our feet. Feet come hip distance apart. Let's lift those toes up for a moment. Spread the toes wide, just like we do our fingers, and then slowly plant the toes back onto the mat. Take a moment to sway side to side, maybe going in a circular motion, clockwise and counterclockwise, just to feel the foot connected in every part onto the floor, onto the mat here. And then begin to bring yourself back to center, releasing your arms next side of the body, palms facing forward. We come to Tadasana, mountain pose. With your next breath, bring your shoulders up to your ears, and on your exhale, bring them back and drop them down. Stay here for a moment. Feel again that roots into the foot, lift up from the crown of the head. Take another breath. And with your next inhale, let's reach those hands to the sky. Interlace your fingers and keep your pointer fingers extended up. As you reach those arms long, keeping the shoulders away from the ears, let's take a breath in. On your exhale, drawing a line on that ceiling, let's come to your right side. So we're getting into our side body. We're going slow. You're going to pause for a moment. I'd like you to focus. Left shoulder, left hip. Pull it back gently so you stack on top of your right side. Depending on what feels good for your neck, you're gazing in front of you, you're gazing down at the floor, you're gazing up at the sky, but take another breath in. Your exhale, can you find a little bit more space? And then inhale, come back to center. Again, lengthen, take a breath, exhale up and over to the left side, pause, work that right shoulder, right hip back. Where are you gazing? Take another breath in, exhale, can you find a little bit more space? Inhale, come back to center. Let's lengthen again, reach up, shoulders away from ears. We're going into a back bend here. So options, stay as you are, or place your hands on your low back, draw those elbows in towards each other, fingers point down. So that sacrum is where we're placing the palm. This is to support if you know you have low back sensitivity or injury, but otherwise those arms are up and overhead. Inhale, lengthen again. Exhale, draw that line backwards behind you. Hips come forward, head can drop back. So if you get here and you're like, oh my back, place those hands down. You can readjust. Elbows together, head can drop back. Here, stay for another breath. Inhale, return to center. Release those arms back down, next side of the body, palms facing forward, Tadasana, mountain pose. One more time, let's release those shoulders. Inhale, shoulders up, and exhale, bring them back and drop them down. Take another breath. All right, let's start to flow. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. On your exhale, flat back, slowly start to fold forward, then we round the spine here. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, fold, slowly start to walk your hands forward. We're actually gonna stay or come right to downward facing dog. So come spreading those fingers wide, feet hip distance apart, lifting those sit bones high, working our heels down to the mat here. Take a breath. Let's take it to the right side. Inhale, right foot to the sky, 3-leg downward dog. Length, height, take a breath. So just stack your hip this morning, right hip on top of the left. So always the option, if downward dog is not feeling good to you today, come to tabletop. If you're feeling good, downward facing dog. Let's take another breath. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, slowly step right foot up in between your hands. Let's let the back knee come to the mat for a moment here. Top of your back foot's flat. We'll come to our low lunge. Inhale, hands high to the sky. So always be aware of that front foot. If you need to walk that foot forward a little bit more, widen your stance, take a breath. Exhale, let your hips come further forward. Hold it here. On your next exhale, open your heart and gaze up. Option to interlace your fingers behind you. Draw your knuckles down, deeper back bend, opening the chest. Another breath here. Inhale, hands high to the sky. Exhale, gentle twist. Left hand to the inside of the foot, reach your right hand high. Stay here or take a deeper twist. Left elbow outside of that right knee, palms touch, elbow, shoulders start to stack. Find a steady gazing spot. We're here for another breath. Inhale, bring those hands high to the sky. Let's go to half split. Straighten that front leg, flex the foot, hands down on either side of the hips here. Allow the spine to round. Reach the crown of the head towards that front foot. We're gonna hold it here, another breath. On your next inhale, walk the hands forward, either side of your front foot. We're making our way up. So tuck your back toe, lift your back knee off the mat, plant your back heel down, warrior two position. And when you're ready, start to cartwheel your arms up, shoulder height. Again, as you get here, you may need a wider stance to readjust. Front toes are facing forward. Our right heel is hitting the arch of our back foot. Deepen in our front knee. Let's go a little bit deeper though. On your inhale, let's straighten that front leg, palms touch overhead. And on your exhale, bring it back down, warrior two. We're gonna do that again. Ready? Inhale, lengthen, palms touch. And exhale, deepen, hold the legs. Right knee pressing back, left leg rotating up. Arms shoulder height, you're gazing over your front fingertips. Hold those legs, hold the arms. Stay with your breath. Take another inhale. On your exhale, you can go deeper into that front knee, hold it. Flip your front palm. Let's reach up and back, reverse the warrior. So again, those legs aren't changing. Back hand resting on that back leg, or we wrap it around our low back. Hold it here again. Take a breath in. Exhale, go deeper into that front knee. Take another breath in. Exhale, reach that right hand further behind you. Another breath. Inhale, back up, warrior two. Straighten your front leg here for a moment. We'll go into triangle. Reach that right hand forward. Pull your left hip back. Stay, and then simply tilt the body. Right hand resting on your shin or above your knee. Left hand to top of the triangle, reaching high. And again, it's not about touching the floor. It's about stacking the body so that left side's up and back. Heart's open here. You're feeling that stretch on the inside of the right leg a bit. You're feeling it on the left side body. We have length, we have strength. Always option taking a gaze that works for you and your neck, gazing straight out at the floor or up at those left fingertips. We're here for another round of breath. And then inhale, come back up, warrior two. Hands to heart, toes out, heels in. We're gonna go into goddess pose right away this morning. Take a moment, sway your hips side to side, and then bring yourselves back to center. On your inhale, open star pose. And on your exhale, sink those hips back down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, open to star. And exhale, sink it down. Hips are low, hearts open. Sway those hips one more time if you need it. And then just focus on bringing those sit bones down. Stay with your breath here. Knees are pressing apart. Another round of breath. Inhale, open star. Placing your hands on your hips. Let's bring your toes in and our heels out. We're gonna go into a wide-legged forward fold. With the toes in and heels out in this pigeon leg position with the legs, it helps us go a little bit deeper. Option, hands can stay on your hips with your elbows drawing back as we fold, or interlace those fingers behind your low back and draw the knuckles down, getting more into the upper back and the shoulders. Let's take a breath in, we lengthen. On your exhale, start to fold forward, we go slow. Those arms are interlaced behind you, let's bring them up and overhead. Stay here for a moment. If your hands are on your hips, go ahead and release your hands down to the mat or the outside of your legs. But we're gonna stay for another moment, another round of breath. Again, if those fingers are interlaced, let's go ahead and release those hands down to the mat. Taking this wide-legged forward fold options. Again, hands to the floor, the outside of the calves, the ankle, the big toe. Maybe ragdoll-like positioning feels good to you today, grabbing opposite elbows as you hang. Take another breath. All right. If your hands aren't already there, place them onto the floor of the mat. We'll take a twist. Left hand underneath the face. Begin to reach your right hand to the sky and let your left hip follow you into this twist this morning. Option again, take that gaze up and over your right shoulder. That right hand can come to your low back, deepening your twist, getting into that shoulder a little bit more. Another breath. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, fold, switch it out. Left hand underneath the face. Begin to reach that left hand to the sky. Let your right hip follow you. Option, drop that left hand towards your low back. Gaze up and over that left shoulder. Another breath here. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, fold your next breath, placing your hands on your hips. Elbows reach up to the sky, slowly flat back, start to make your way all the way to standing. Warrior two position, right toes face forward, left toes towards the side wall. Arms shoulder height, bend into that front knee again. Flipping your front palm, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Inhale to center, and exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step that front foot back, we're in a high plank. Option, take it to the knees, but we're gonna add in a little core here. With your next breath, come forward to the tippy toe. It's a very small movement, and exhale, bring it back to the ball of your foot. Inhale, come forward again. And exhale, lots of control. Two more, inhale. And exhale, one more time. Inhale, come forward. Let's hold it here. On your exhale, elbows shoot back, come all the way down to the belly, tops of your feet go flat. Your next breath, inhale, lift your chest. We're gonna stay in a low cobra to start out today. Deep end in the elbows, we're gazing down at the floor. Hold it, another breath, lift that chest a little bit higher. Exhale, come down, right cheek on the mat. We're gonna do that one more time. Palms stay planted. Your next inhale, lift your chest. Option, stay in low cobra or start to press those palms to the mat, get a little bit higher. Elbows, bring them back away from the ears. A little slight bend in those elbows. I think I said shoulders. Whatever, you know what I meant. Take a breath. And on your exhale, come back down. Let's bring it back to downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, up and back. Give your body a little shake out. And we return to that downward dog. Spread those fingers wide. Take a breath here, left side. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Heel up, toes down, straighten out that leg, find length. And then start to stack that hip. Left hip on top of the right, heel can come in towards the glutes. Awareness in the shoulder. So again, if you need to, take it to tabletop. You can still work it out here. We're here for another breath. Straighten your left leg. Exhale, slowly step left foot up in between the hands. Let your back knee come to the mat, low lunge. Top of that back foot is flat. Reach your hands to the sky. Do you need more space? Walk that left foot further forward. Take a breath. Exhale, get lower, get deeper into those hips. Hold it here. On your next exhale, gaze up, cactus arms, or again, interlace those fingers. Draw the knuckles down behind you. Open the heart, open the chest, a little bit of that back bend. Another breath. Inhale, hands high to the sky. Exhale, take your twist. Right hand to the inside of the foot. Reach your left hand to the sky. Hold it here. Option to go deeper. Lift the right palm off the mat, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Palms touch, elbows, shoulders stack. Take a breath here. On your next inhale, come back to center, both hands to the sky. Exhale, half splits. Straighten out that front leg, hands down on either side of the hips. Flex the left foot. Crown of the head, reaching towards the foot here. Work your hips. Left hip back, right hip forward. Another breath. And on your next inhale, slowly walk those hands forward, either side of your front foot. We're getting set up. Warrior two. So tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, bring that back heel to the mat, and then slowly cartwheel your arms shoulder height. I'm gonna flip mouse still, so I can still see you guys. Here we are, warrior two. So if you need to, wider stance. We're going deep into that front knee. We're working on that 90-degree angle and that left leg. Take a breath. We go a little bit deeper here. Inhale, straighten that front leg, palms touch overhead. Exhale, bring it back down. Let's go again. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, deepen. And hold it, we stay. Take a breath. Awareness, left knee's pressing back. Right leg's working its way open, opening the front side of the body here. Gazing over those left fingertips. Take another breath. Go a little bit deeper into that front knee. Flip that front palm, reach up and back, reverse the warrior. Right hand resting or wrapping around that low back. We hold it here. Take a breath in. Exhale deeper into our left knee. Take another inhale. Exhale, reach that left hand further back. Another breath. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. And we'll go ahead, coming into triangle pose, straighten that front leg. Left hand reaching forward, right hip pulls back, pause. And then just create that tilt. Left hand resting on the shin above the knee. Right hand's reaching high, right hip pulls back. Where's your gaze? At the sky, out in front of you, or down at that left foot. Remember, you're feeling this on the inside of the left leg here, lengthening on that side body of the right. Another round of breath. Inhale, come back up, warrior two, bend into your front knee again. Palms to heart center, toes out, heels in, return to goddess. So if you need to bring that stance in a little bit, go for it, but then sway those hips again side to side. We'll bring yourselves back to center, open a star, inhale, straighten those legs, reach the hands up and overhead. Exhale, sink the body back down. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, open star pose. And exhale, sink it low. Hold it here. Take a breath. Sit bones working low, knees pressing apart, shoulders are back. Another round of breath. And on your next inhale, open up star. Hands come to your hips, toes in, heels out. We're going in again to that wide-legged forward fold, really stretching the backside of the legs today. Take a breath. Keep your hands on your hips this time. Elbows come back. Breath in. On your exhale, slowly start to fold forward, flat back as long as you can. Then gently around the spine. Release the hands to the floor of the mat. Take another moment here, second time. Grabbing opposite elbows if you'd like to. Grabbing the outside of the legs, the big toe, the ankle, but we're here for just a breath. We're gonna go into a side lunge or ninja pose here. When you're ready, in this forward fold, start to walk your hands over to the right side of the room, towards your right foot. Bend into your right knee. Those right toes are gonna start to shift back out towards that right corner of your mat. We come to the left heel, those left toes lift up. So ninja or side lunge here. Stretch here is on that inside of the left leg. Now, depending on how you feel today, I'm super tight, but you can work on balance postures. So bring one hand to heart center, maybe both as you are into this lunge, otherwise hands onto the floor. Let's stay for another round of breath. And then inhale, come back to center. Take a breath here, and then we'll come to the other side. Start to walk your hands over to the left side. Those left toes are gonna face the left corner of your mat. Bend into your left knee. Right heel comes on the mat, but right toes lift up.
Your left heel may be on or off, depends on your body today. Again, feeling that stretch on the inside of the right leg, and you might be much higher up than I'm showing, and that's okay. Again, if you'd like to work into a balance, you bring one hand to heart center, maybe both. Not for me today. We're here for another breath. And then go ahead, both palms on the mat. Bring those hands back to center, wide-legged forward fold. Stay here, one more breath. Slowly hands to your hips, elbows reach up, flat back. Slowly start to make your way all the way to standing. All right, taking toes out, heels in, open up again to star. Exhale, bring it back down into guide us one more time. Stay here. We're gonna pulse it out this morning. So options, both heels can stay on the mat, or we're gonna lift that right heel up. We go 4 pulses. So on your inhale, straighten out those legs a bit. Exhale, bring it back down. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. 2. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink. Switch it out. Right heel down, left heel up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink it. 3. Inhale and exhale. 2. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Option is yours. Both heels on the mat or both heels lift up. 4 more pulses. Inhale and exhale. 3. Inhale and exhale. 2. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it low. Stay here. Knees wide, heels off the mat. Let's stay for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down, open to star. Bring it back to warrior 2. Left toes facing forward, right toes to the side of the room. Bend into that left knee. Flipping that front palm, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Right arm wrapping around the low back. If you choose, another breath. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, step that front foot back. We return to our high plank. Take tabletop if you need. Working into core. Inhale, come forward to the tips of your toes. Exhale, bring it back. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. 2. Inhale and exhale. 1. Inhale, come forward. We hold it. On your next exhale, elbow shoot back. Slowly come all the way to the belly with control. Tops of those feet go flat. Inhale, your choice. Low cobra, full cobra, maybe upward facing dogs, calling your name, lifting those thighs off the mat. Another breath. Exhale, return. Downward facing dog. Hold it here. Shake it out. All right, my friends. Option is yours. Stay in downward facing dog. Come to child's pose, or we work into a little bit more core today. So take a breath. It's going to be good, friends. On your next inhale, come forward back into your high plank. So if you need to, take it to the knees, feet lifted. We're going to transition into a side plank from here. So around the palms. Take a breath. Let's bring our left hand to the midline underneath the face, and then start to shift to the outside of your feet. Reach your right hand high. So if you're here and it's too much, bring that left knee to the mat. And you can play by lifting your right foot up. If you feel pretty good, those feet are staggered, or maybe we stack the feet today. Steady gaze and spot. If you're feeling super fancy, you can lift that right foot up, or maybe come into a variation of tree. We're here for another breath. Exhale, come back to center, high plank. Hold it if you need a moment, take it and reconnect, and then come back. We're going to the right side. Right hand comes to that midline. We shift to the outside of our feet. We lift our left hand high. Feet staggered, stacked. Again, if you need support, right knees to the mat. Otherwise, we're feeling good. Stacked. We lift that left foot high. You can come to that tree pose variation. Choice is yours. Another round of breath. Exhale, come back to center, high plank. Hold it here. Final 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose or active recovery in downward facing dog. Find your breath. Each exhale, calming the mind, calming the body here. Deep inhale. Long exhale. One more breath.
And with your next inhale, let's slowly start to make our way back up. Tabletop or downward facing dog if you're not already there. Take a breath. We're going to the front of our mat. On your next exhale, gaze up at those hands. Step, walk, jump the feet forward. Coming to the front of your mat. Your inhale, a halfway lift. Your exhale, we fold. Let's bring those big toes together to touch. Space between the heels. Sink your hips low. Take it to chair. Hands reach to the sky. Chest is lifted. Shoulders away from ears. Pinkies turn in just slightly. Stay here. We're going lower. Exhale, crown of the head forward. Arms reach behind you. Chest, belly lifted. Use that core strength. Hips are back. You can wiggle those toes. You can see them here. Another breath. Inhale, hands to the sky. We're going deeper again. Exhale, crown of the head forward, arms behind you. Chest, belly lifted. Stay with me. Inhale, hands high. We're going to do that 2 more times. Exhale, get low. Crown of the head forward, arms behind you. How's that core? Stay with me. Inhale, hands high. And 1 more time. Exhale, get low, get deep, deepest yet. Arms behind you. Then reach those arms in front of you. Can your hips sink even lower? That belly, even if it's touching the legs, it's working here. That core is working. We're staying for another 10. You can do this. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Straighten those legs and fold forward. Shake it out. Pedal those knees. Ragdoll for a low back release. Taking that gentle sway. And then come back to center. Again, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. And with your next breath, inhale, come all the way to standing, arms up and overhead, slight back bend if that feels good. Exhale, palms touch, hands to heart. Take a breath here. All right, we're only going 1 more time through the sequence, changing it up a bit. So stay with me, find that intention again. And on your next inhale, reach those hands to the sky, get nice and tall. Exhale, fold forward. Your inhale, halfway lift. Your exhale, we fold. Plant your hands. Step it back, high plank. Options. If you're ramping it up today, lift that right foot off the mat. We're doing those forward and back movements. Inhale, forward to the tip of toe. Exhale to the ball of your foot. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. 2. Inhale. And exhale. 1. Inhale, come forward. Hold it. Exhale, come down to the belly, tops of the feet go flat. Inhale, lift your chest, low cobra, full cobra, upward facing dog. And on your exhale, return to your down dog. Give your body a little shake out, pedal out those legs, but pedal out the knees. Then find that stillness again. Take a breath here. Inhale, right leg high to the sky, length, height. Take a breath, start to stack your hip, right hip on top of the left, heel in towards the glute, hold it. If you're feeling fancy today, maybe you want to flip that dog. So right foot's going to come all the way around. Right hand reaching to the sky, hips lift up, head can drop back. Another round of breath. If you flip the dog, let's bring it back around. Right hand to the mat, right leg lifting high, exhale, step, right foot up, in between the hands. We're going right into warrior 2. So back heel onto the mat, cartwheel those arms open, shoulder height. Deep end in that front knee. Gaze over your right fingertips, hold it here. On your next inhale, straighten that front leg, palms touch overhead. On your exhale, bring it back down. Let's do it 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen, palms touch. And exhale, sink. Hold those legs, hold the posture, hold the arms. With your next breath, flip that front palm, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Stay here, backhand resting or wrapping around your low back. Where's your gaze? Take a breath in. Exhale, go deeper into your front knee. Take another breath in. Exhale, reach that right hand further behind you. Inhale, come back up, warrior 2. Slowly transition into a high lunge. So start to reach your hands to the sky, and we're going to shift to the toe, to the ball of your back foot. If you need to, you can let your knee touch the mat, otherwise stay with me. Now once we come here, bring that back heel forward, power up that back leg, straighten it out, and go deeper into your front knee. Hold it here. On your next exhale, crown of the head forward, arms reach behind you. Chest, belly lifted. We just did this in that chair work. Take another breath. Inhale, reach those arms in front. And then slowly, let's bring those hands back to the sky. We're gonna do that 1 more time.
Exhale, crown of the head forward, arms behind you. Find a gazing spot here. We're going to warrior three. Reach those arms in front, stay. Option, palms touch, your hands can come to your heart. When you're ready, kick off that back leg. Find your warrior three position. Arms, again, can switch up. So maybe it's better for your arms to be out to the side, airplane-like arms, maybe arms straight out in front of you. We're gonna stay here for a breath. And then slowly, can you transition into tree pose without letting that left foot touch the floor? So foot to your ankle. If you're feeling wobbly, come to a wall or a chair. Maybe your toes touch the floor today as a kickstand. Feeling good, that foot's at your calf. Feeling even better, you can help that foot out, go above your knee. Remember, we're pressing our foot into our leg, and we're pressing our leg back into our foot. We're rooted into that right foot. We're lifted from the crown of the head. Hold it here. Another breath. If you like to switch up the arms in your tree pose, start to reach those hands to the sky. Maybe you take reverse prayer, palms meeting to touch behind you at your low back, opening up the heart, opening up the chest a little bit more. Let's stay for another breath. And then slowly bringing those hands back to heart center. Hold it here. Slowly bring that left knee to come hip height in front of you. We're balancing here, so if you need to, those left toes can stay on the mat, or we're bringing that foot up, whoop, knees hip height. So steady gazing spot, looking at something that's not moving. Right hand, come to the outside of your left leg. Dancing Shiva, left hand reaching behind you. So you might gaze over that left shoulder, deepening into your twist. Stay here, another breath. Inhale, come back to center. Hug that left knee into your chest. Stay with me here. Lots of balance work. Reach those hands back to the sky. Left knee stays hip height. Start to reach that left foot out in front of you. Stay here, left foot's lifted. We're gonna transition back to warrior three. Slowly release or bring that left foot behind you. Warrior three, that standing balance. Switch up the arms if you need it. Stay with me here, another breath. Exhale, hands to the floor, left leg stays lifted. I know that right leg's talking to you. Standing splits, we're gonna crunch it out. Exhale, bend into your right knee, left knee to the back side to touch. Inhale, lengthen it out. Two more, exhale. And inhale, lengthen one more time. Exhale, knee to knee. Inhale, lift it up. Take one more breath. Exhale, feet together. Fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we fold. Plant those hands, step it back. High plank option. Again, you're ramping it up today. Left foot's off the mat. Inhale forward to the tip of your toe. Exhale to the ball. Inhale. And exhale. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come down to the belly. Tops of the feet are flat. Your inhale, low cobra, full cobra, upward facing dog. And on your exhale, bring it on back to down dog. Shake it out. Find your breath, water, towel off as you need, and find that stillness again in your downward dog. Take a breath here. We're going to the left side. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. Length, height, straighten out. Stack that hip, left hip on top of the right. Heel can come in towards your glute. Scooch over a little bit. Option, stay here. If you'd like to flip your dog this morning, left foot coming all the way around. Left hand reaching to the sky. Hips lift high. Head can drop back. We're here for another breath. Exhale, come back around. Left hand to the mat. Left foot to the sky. And then slowly step left foot up in between your hands. Switching sides for me. We're coming to warrior two. Back heel on the mat. When you're ready, cartwheel those arms up. Shoulder height. Deep bend in that front knee, get set up. Left knee pressing back, right leg rotating to the sky. Go a little bit deeper. Inhale, straighten that front leg, palms touch overhead. Exhale, come back down, warrior two. Let's do that again. Inhale. And exhale, deepen, hold it. Flipping that front palm. Reach up and back, reverse the warrior. Stay here. Right arm wrapping around that low back. Left arm reaching further back. Get deeper into that front knee. Take another breath in. Exhale, reach left hand further behind you. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. We're gonna pivot, come into the ball of our back foot. When you're ready, shift, hands to the sky. Straighten out that back leg, bring that back heel forward, go deeper into your front knee, hold it here. On your exhale, we lean, crown of the head forward, arms reach behind you. Stay here, use that core. Inhale, arms in front, take another breath. Inhale, hands to the sky, we go one more time. Exhale, lean, crown of the head forward, arms behind us. Chest, belly lifted, how are we doing? Reach those arms in front, steady gaze, palms can touch, hands to your heart. We're going for it. Warrior 3, when you're ready, kick off that back leg, find your standing balance. So again, switch up the arms if you need it. We're here for a breath. Feel that root in the left foot and slowly start to transition to your tree pose, seeing if we can do this without letting that right foot touch the floor. So again, come to a wall if you need, right toes resting on the floor on the mat. But if you're going for it, right foot to the calf, or we're going above the knee. Foot into leg, leg back into foot. Find the roots in that left leg, take a breath. You're switching up those arms, start to grow your tree, hands to the sky. If you want to work for reverse prayer, palms together to touch behind you. Open the heart, open the chest. Take a breath, calm the mind, calm the body. Another moment here. Slowly, when you're ready, let's bring those hands back to heart center. Or bring that right knee in line with our hip in front of us, flex that right foot. So again, depending on the side, maybe you need your toes on the floor for balance, maybe you need to hold on to a wall or a chair. Dancing Shiva, left hand to the outside of our leg, reach your right hand behind you. Option to gaze over that right shoulder, deepening our twist, challenging our balance, another breath. On your next inhale, come back to center, hug that knee back in. When you're ready, we're transitioning back. Warrior 3, when you're ready, again, hands to the sky. Straighten out that front leg, flex the foot, slowly transition that foot back, working into your Warrior 3, that Superman, Superwoman-like position. Another round of breath here. Exhale, hands to the mat, standing splits. We're gonna take that crunch right away. Bend into your left knee, right knee to the backside to touch. Inhale, lengthen, straighten. 2 more, exhale. And inhale, one more time. Exhale, crunching in. Inhale, stretch, stay, final breath here. Exhale, feet together to meet, we fold, shake it out. Nice work. Your inhale, halfway lift. Your exhale, we fold, plant those hands, step it back. Final time here, if you're on the toes, we're doing that forward and back movement. Inhale, forward to the tips of the toes. Exhale to the ball of your foot. 3 more, inhale. And exhale, 2, inhale. And exhale, one more time. Inhale, come forward, we hold it there. Exhale, come down to your belly with control. Your breath, inhale, lift your chest, cobra, upward facing dog. And on your next exhale, bring it on back to downward facing dog. Hold it, stay with your breath. Calm the mind, calm the body. All right, so here we are, going to our last round of core options. Stay here, downward facing dog, come to child's pose. Take it to tabletop if you like today, but when you're ready, we're returning to high plank. All right, we're gonna go from high to low plank here. So if you need to, come to your knees. Stay with me when you're ready. Let's bring that right forearm down to the mat, then your left forearm. We come back up, right palm and left palm. Switch starting sides, left forearm, right forearm, left palm, right palm. Other side, right forearm, left forearm, right palm, left side, left forearm, right forearm, left palm, right palm. Again, right forearm, left forearm, right palm, left palm. Last time, left forearm, right forearm, left palm, right palm. Stay here, hold this high plank. Final 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose. Knees as wide as the mat. We all come here, forehead down to the mat. Sit bones working back towards our heels. Find your breath. Each exhale, hips coming closer towards those heels. Each breath, we're calming the mind, we're calming the body. Stay with me. Hard work is done. Take another deep inhale, a long exhale. And with your next breath, slowly come up to tabletop. We're gonna go into puppy dog pose here. So keep your hips in line with your knees. Let's get into that upper back for a moment. Walk those hands forward. Drop the chest down. forehead to meet the mat today, depending on where you are. If you feel like you have more space, chin on the mat and gaze forward. Use each exhale to drop that chest down. Stay here. Another breath. And then inhale, come back up, palms return. Let's take it into pigeon pose this morning. So options, if you like to do this from downward facing dog, you're welcome to. Otherwise, I will cue it from tabletop. So let's start to bring our right knee to the outside of our right wrist. Both legs are on the mat here. And then walk your left foot longer behind you. So the top of your back foot is flat, and you get a nice long leg. Once we're there, we're helping our front shin out. We're grabbing that right foot. We're shifting our legs so that front shin's just a little bit more parallel to the front of our mat. It does not have to be perfect. If you have a block or a pillow and you find you need a little bit more support, you can slide it underneath your right hip. And then we'll start to come into this fold. So we walk our hands forward, we fold, forehead down to meet the mat. If that's not happening today, stack your forearms on top of one another, create a pillow, and let your forehead rest there. So we're getting to all the good stuff, the IT band, the glute, the low back here. Releasing all of that tension. This is an intense posture. So notice, maybe you're feeling it in other parts of the body as you drop into it. You're feeling that release or that tightness. But notice too where you're holding on. How are you holding yourself back from really getting the benefit of this stretch and this release? Use each exhale to calm the body down, calm the mind. Final few breaths. And on your next inhale, let's come back up onto the palms. Take a moment here, still in pigeon. And when you're ready, let's bring, if you'd like, actually, I should say, you can bend your back knee, bringing that left heel in towards your glutes. Your left hand, you're going to grab for the foot, the ankle, your pants. And start to bring your foot in closer towards your glute here. Option to grab the top of the foot. You're going to reach that left elbow to the sky. And then we're working our shoulders. So bring that left shoulder forward. Hold for a breath. And then slowly release. Let's bring that back knee onto the mat again. Let's lift that right foot, bring it on back. Give yourself a little shake out, some movement here. And bring yourselves back to tabletop. We'll go to the left. Left knee outside of our left wrist. Let's walk that right leg long behind us. Pivot your front shin so that front shin's a little bit more parallel to the front of your mat. We'll take a breath here. And on your exhale, start to walk those hands forward, slowly coming into this. Forehead down towards the mat. Again, not quite meeting today. Let's stack those forearms and let your forehead rest. Use the exhale to deepen into this. Notice, again, where are you holding on to? Where maybe is that subtle tension, whether you're clenching the jaw, pressing the tongue to the roof of your mouth. Release that subtle tension, creating fists. And feel the breath work through the body, work through the mind. Envision that release of the tension. Envision the story, the emotion, whatever is connected to this part of our body as we release. Use the exhale, guide anything that's lingering, hanging on to you, to let go with every breath out. Final moment here. And slowly with your next breath, let's start to come back up onto your palms. You're welcome to stay, or we'll bend our back heel or bend our back knee, heel in towards the glute. Right hand, grab for your foot, your pants, your ankle. You can shift that grasp to be the top of the foot. Reach that right elbow up. Work your shoulders, left shoulder back, right shoulder forward. Final round of breath. And then slowly go ahead, release. Let's bring it back, tabletop or downward facing dog. Find a little bit of a shakeout. And then we'll go ahead and take a seat, extending those legs nice and long in front of us, making our way onto our backs. When you're ready, Dandasana, that L shape at the body. Let's extend the arms forward, using our core strength on your exhale, slowly round the spine, and we're coming down vertebrae by vertebrae onto our back. Once we get there, head your knees into your chest, take some movement, rock your sway side to side, up and down the length of the spine. What do you need? And then keeping your right knee hugged into the chest, straighten your left leg nice and long onto the mat in front. Taking our twist here, right hand to the outside of our leg, left arm extends to the side in a T-like position. We're gonna bring that right leg up and over, taking your twist, gaze over your left shoulder. Eyes closed. Use the exhale to deepen. And remember, when we're in our twist, you wanna keep this side, our left shoulder down on the mat as we reach that right knee up and over. You want that connecting point. Another breath. And on your next inhale, come back to center. Let's hug that knee one more time, and we'll switch it out. Left leg goes long, right knee is in towards the chest. When you're ready, left hand to the outside of the leg. We bring that leg up and over. Right shoulder stays on the mat. Gaze up and over that right shoulder here. Twist in the neck. Use the exhale, deepen the release. Final few moments. Another breath. On your next inhale, let's come back to center. Hug the knees back into the chest. Happy baby. Grabbing in between those legs for the calves, the ankles, the feet. Knees down on either side. We rock, we sway. We can straighten one leg, the other, both. Stretching the back side of the legs one more time. Whatever type of movement you need here, go ahead and take it. And when you're ready, we're hugging those knees back into the chest for our final time. Taking a breath in, our forehead up to meet the knees. We give ourselves one more squeeze. And exhale, release everything onto the mat, straightening those legs, arms next side of the body, palms facing up, eyes closed. Coming to our final Shavasana. Bringing that awareness once more. How can you release more into this? That upper back, can we find a deeper connection? The low back, can we let it release? The legs feel nice and long, and those feet are naturally dropping off to the sides. Eyes closed. We use this next breath to help release the noise in the mind, the tension in the body, doing that deeper work on the inside, creating that connection to our true self. So we begin with our exhale. Empty your lungs. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Fill the lungs, fill the breath, a long, gentle sigh out the mouth. Release. Let it go. Coming into your final Shavasana, your final resting pose.
Slowly begin to bring awareness back to your breath. Create some gentle movements, wiggling your fingers and toes, circling wrists and ankles. And reaching those arms up and overhead. When you're ready, begin to make your way onto your right or your left side body, head resting on your arm. And with your next breath, find a comfortable seat facing the front edge of your mat. So you find your seat, take a moment, let your hands rest on your legs. Lengthen up the spine and let your eyes close. You need a deeper connection today as you enter into the new week. Maybe bringing your thumb and your pointer finger to touch, connecting with that root chakra. We'll end our practice with a final round of community breath, helping to release any remaining tension, helping us to release any noise in the mind, and creating that intention and our focus for the week ahead. We begin with our exhale, empty the lungs. Take that deep inhale through the nose, fill the breath, fill the lungs. We hold the breath and then create that long, gentle sigh out the mouth. Let it go. Anything that's not serving you, anything that is no longer needed. We come back to our natural breath. Feel the rise and the fall. And ending our practice, we slowly bring our palms to meet at heart center. The light in me truly honors, respects, and appreciates the light in each of you. Namaste. All right, my friends, another day, another yoga class, another flow. As always, if you have any questions, let me know. Or I will see you on Tuesday for Power Vinyasa. Do always keep in mind all of our videos from the workouts throughout the week are on our YouTube channel, so you can always visit those, and also on the website too to link into the YouTube channel. So hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Happy almost fall, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Erin. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.